Welcome to day 2. Thanks guys, thanks for joining me. So day 2 is all about abdominals and arms. So again, as always, join in on the Facebook group, chat in the community. Don't forget to tag yourself on Instagram, hashtag Scoop Challenge, so that I can see what you guys are getting up to. Ask me any questions online, I'm here for you, so anything you're not sure about, let me know, and let's get going. Okay, so lying on your backs, chest lifts to start. So abdominals and arms, we're going to do kind of alternate between the two, but we're starting abdominals. So lie back down, take your feet to the floor, take your hands behind your head, and we start really simply with chest lifts. If you've had a chance to do a few of the pelvic tilts that I spoke about yesterday, before you begin, that's great, just so you're a bit warm. Take an inhale breath when you're ready, and exhale, curl up. Keep your tail on the ground. Inhale, hold, and exhale, release back down. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, curl up. Keep your tail on the ground, keep your spine long. Inhale, hold, exhale down for the length of your out breath, so it's controlled. Exhale all the way up. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, control your return. Lengthen the spine one more time. Exhale to lift. Inhale, hold. And exhale all the way back down. Sorry about the noise of the leaf blower outside. I hope you can't hear that. It's pretty loud in here. So we're going to bring the legs up to tabletop. You can control the studio, but not the outside. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl up. Oh, we lift and we inhale, hold. And we exhale back down. Hold the knees over the tail if you can. Exhale up. Inhale, hold. Exhale down. We go again. Deep breath in. Exhale up. Inhale, hold. And release. Keep your pelvis nice and stable. Last time, shoulders down. Get those shoulder blades off the ground if you can. And release back down. Hold the knees where they are. This time we're going on to a rotation. We're going up and over. So armpit to opposite knee. Hold it here. Reach a leg away. Draw the leg in and release back down. Other side. We go up and over. Reach away. Slide back. And control down. If you want a breath cycle, you would be exhaling up. Inhale. Exhale, control down. Remember, it's your armpit to your knee. Exhale up. Inhale, reach. Back in and release. All the way back down and just hug your knees into your chest. Just to take a little breather. Draw some circles with those knees, and it just helps to maneuver your lower back slightly, gives you a little bit of a massage through your pelvis as well. Okay, so next up we have, I'm just looking at my list, we have our toe taps. So let's take the legs to tabletop again. Start with the arms wide and we go toe taps. So we take a foot to the floor and we draw it back up. A foot to the floor, draw it back up. If this is too much, you start with your feet down and you go up and control down. Lift, control down. If you're happy with the legs up, take them up. Now remember, the moment that leg travels away from center, you are using your abdominals, or you should be. Keep your pelvis stable on the ground. Don't let that heavy weight pull you with it. So you've got to really counter that with a squeeze of the tummy. Let's go for one more each side here. Hold the legs up, bring the arms up. Now if you can, you're going to open the arms, or one arm, and the opposite leg, and back up. So it's right leg, left arm, away, and back to tabletop. Keep the scoop of the tummy, because now you've added in an arm, you've doubled the weight. Not quite doubled, but you're certainly double loading. And up. Inhale, open. Keep the connection across the front of the tummy. Keep your belt done up tight. Inhale, over. Exhale, up. And let's take the feet, one at a time to the floor. Take your arms wide, bring your knees and feet together so they're touching, and let's take the knees to one side. We tip them over, but we don't tip the shoulders. Inhale over, squeeze the belly and bring the legs back. Inhale to tip, chest stable, squeeze the belly and draw back. Keep going. Inhale over. And squeeze back. And one more. Try and keep those ribs tucked in. Let the feet and knees travel over so one foot, one side of the bottom clears the floor. Pause there. Keep the arms where they are. Take your legs to tabletop. Same thing. If you're more comfortable with your feet down, keep them down. Inhale over. Exhale up. Now you've got a bit more of a challenge here because your feet are off the ground, so you've got to be mindful that you don't tip so far that you can't control it. So it's belly. Belly connection. Draw the tummy in. Inhale over and exhale up. Last one. And exhale up. Hold the legs there. Take the arms up to the ceiling. Anchor the shoulders to the ground. Inhale over. Exhale up. Now you've got to be careful not to go too far so that you don't tip. Your shoulder blades are your gauge. Anchor them to the ground. Squeeze the legs back up. Try not to swing. Use the abdominals to take them to the side. Break them in space and squeeze them back over. One more this way. Inhale over. Exhale back. Now if you can, you're going to take the legs up. Same thing. Inhale, tip. Exhale back. Much longer lever now, so you've got to be much more mindful of where you are in space. Inhale over, exhale back. Get those shoulders onto the ground. You'll see I'm not travelling that far. Inhale, tip. Exhale back. Almost too far. Last one. Inhale over, squeeze the belly. There we go. And back to centre. And hug your knees back in. Take a little second. Draw the knees right into your chest. Really give a good hug. And then we're coming up to sitting, I believe. Yes, sitting. Okay, so arms. We're going to start with a very simple arm sequence. You can do this sitting, you can do it on a chair, you can do it standing, entirely up to you. So we're going to bring the arms up and we're going to have the elbows in line with the shoulders. So you're going to start by just opening. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Now the main thing I want you to remember here is that the shoulders don't travel backwards, so you don't take those hands behind you. You keep the elbows within your peripheral vision, and your aim really is less about how big the movement can be and more about how wide you can get the tops of the arms, how broad, how far from each other you can get the elbows. So you're really opening the chest, broadening the front of the chest, lengthening wide. Elbows travel wide. One more here. We open and we hold. Now I'm going to get you to take the arms wide, palms face up, and we pulse up and down. So keep moving. Squeeze into the tummy, lengthen and broaden the front of the chest. Take those fingers nice and wide. Squeeze the tummy, lift up through the crown of the head, whether you're sitting, standing, think about your posture. Make sure this isn't going into your neck, so have a little wiggle through the neck when you're ready. Turn from side to side. Make sure you're not hiking those shoulders up to the ears. The movement here is from the hands. Pause there, turn the palms forwards and we press back and back and back. Now those hands are still not disappearing behind you. It's not a squeeze of the shoulders. It's an opening. Find space, width, length, open, open, open. If you want to add hand weights, tin of beans to each hand, then be my guest. Keep going. Holding here, we've got tiny circles forwards. Keep circling. Squeezing into that tummy, don't forget the belly. Lift up nice and tall. Don't collapse. Keep the chest high. Look out to the sides. Look at where your hands are in space. Make sure they haven't dropped.
Keep them in line with your shoulders. Circle, circle, circle. And let's reverse. Now make sure that the movement of the arms isn't impacting on the rest of your body. There should be no swing, no sway. Keeping everything nice and stacked, upright and tall. Circling wide and broad. Opening that chest, opening the arms. We are nearly there. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Elbows in and reach. In and reach. 8 and up. Now don't go so high that you crunch up into the neck. Take the hands wide if you need to. Wide is fine. Up. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. And relax. There. Okay, let's go on to hands and knees. So that's arms for a little bit. We're going to come back and do some more arms in a second. So hands and knees, we're going to go into cat to begin with. So I want you to use your belly to find your round back. So first of all, you're starting in your flat back here. You're going to draw your tummy in, tuck your tail, scoop your belly up into your spine, and hold. Now you're holding this round back, you're really focusing on pulling the belly button into the spine, on using the tummy to round the lumbar spine even more. And then we release back to flat back. And again, we tuck the tummy, we scoop the belly button up, and we round the lower back. The upper back, head and neck will follow, but we're leading this with the pelvis. Hold for an inhale breath, and then releasing back. One more, rounding up. Now here, hold the round back. We're going to travel back, keeping the scoop of the tummy. Keep rounding, tucking, tucking, tucking. Now travel forwards, back over your wrists, keeping the round back. Scoop that tummy, draw the belly in. Now hold the round back, scoop even more, press your feet into the ground and hover your knees. Now remember, you're scooping and tucking, you're holding that round back. Your knees are 1 inch maximum off of the floor. 3, 2, 1, knees down. Sit into your child's pose. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. So it's that finding a round back, committing to a round back and holding it for the length of the movement. So when you're ready, we find the round back, we take the tuck, tuck the tail, scoop the belly, drawing in and up. Hold there. Now we travel back, taking the weight off of the wrists just briefly, and then we travel forwards. Coming back over the wrists, still round, press your feet, hover your knees. 5, 4, scoop more. 3, draw the belly up. 2, shoulders back. 1, down, and release back into child's pose. Okay? Be mindful when you do those that it's not a shoulder exercise. You don't want to bring your shoulders up to your ears. So now we go back into arms. So we're going to do press-ups. But we're going to do tricep press-ups. So I want you to take your hands perhaps a little bit narrower than you normally would be, and make sure they're directly underneath the shoulders. Then you're going to bend your elbows. Now your elbows need to be facing your knees. Can you see when I bend, they're travelling in, they're not travelling out. So I want you to keep that. Think of your elbows grazing your ribs. You inhale down, and you exhale to press back up. Now I want your nose to finish in front of your fingers. My fingers are here, my nose is going to be in front. Don't come down like this so you're between your hands. Take your body forwards. It's much harder, therefore more effective. We don't need to do so many. So tummy strong, stabilize your spine, inhale down, exhale up. Okay? Now even if you go a small range, halfway and back up, that's fine. Doesn't need to be a big movement, doesn't need to go all the way down. We're 5 down, we've got 5 to go. So, halfway down if you want, pressing up. Elbows to knees, be honest with yourself, don't take them wide. We want this in the triceps. I think we've got 2 left. Halfway or all the way. And last one. Strong tummy down up and sit back. Okay, all fours. So we're on to dart, so lying on your tummy. So I'm going to just turn my hair back so you can see what I'm doing. Lying on your front for dart. So we're going to have your forehead on the ground. If that's uncomfortable, get a little cushion and just prop your forehead up. Take your arms by your sides. Now the reason this is potentially an arm exercise is because we're going to add the weight of the shoulders. So let the shoulders roll forwards first. You're going to roll the nose along the mat so that your tip of your nose is on the floor and you're looking down. Draw the tummy in and lift the chest. Just slightly. So you're just hovering. You're feeling like you're working in an extension. Your spine is holding you up. Tummy is switched on. Shoulders are still relaxed. Now we're going to roll those shoulders away from the ground. Squeeze into the upper back. Reach the arms for your feet. Keep your hands close to your thighs. Lift the legs if you can and hold. Hold. 3, breathe. 2, 1, and release down. And again, forehead down. We roll the nose forwards. Now remember, it's a tiny chest lift. Don't look forwards, look down. Inhale up. Now if you were in front of me, I'd be able to see, or you'd be able to see the crown of my head, not my face. Don't push your chin forwards, you're looking at the mat. If you can, let's lift the legs now. Strong tummy. Now squeeze into the upper back, roll those shoulders, pull them away from the ground. This time you're going to keep your hands facing upwards, palms up. Reach for your feet. Keep your thumbs close to your thighs and you're going to pulse the arms up and down. For 10, 9, 8. Now keep those shoulders away from the floor. 5, squeeze into the upper back. Strong tummy. 2, 1, release. All the way back down. Good. Okay, coming up onto hands and knees for the final section. We're going to do a front support, so I'm just going to tuck myself in so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going front support we did yesterday, so we're going to do a different version of that. So when you're ready, again your option, if you want it, is Superman. Okay? Trying to minimise the tip and sway of the pelvis will work the abdominals. If you want high plank, we're going to go into a little tiny cat. So scoop the tummy and just pull it up into the spine. So you just slightly tuck the tail under, take a leg back, join it with the other leg. Now hold this if that's enough, or if you want, we go into walks. So we go out, out, in, other side, out. Making sure out, not to disrupt the pelvic position. Again, out, out, in. Are you still tucked? In. Other side, out, tuck the pelvis more, in, shoulders back, hold, take a knee down, join it with the other knee, sit back into child's pose. Relax your head down, you are done. Well done, good. So, arms and abs. I hope that was good for you. Enjoy the rest of your day, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks guys.